Hi Virgo, welcome to your spiritual gifts and life purpose general reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the sun, moon, rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear this message. So guys, I'm trying something new here. I just want to dive into a very spiritual reading today. I just feel the energy is right, and I want to ask Spirit, the God, the universe, what are your gifts and how are you meant to use them in this world, and what are your gifts adding to your purpose, really? So I'm excited to do this. I hope you are too. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear, set the energy, and do a mini meditation with you guys. But if you just want to jump right on into the card pull to see what the cards have to say, check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect with your energy. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions about your gifts, or if you're wondering about a certain gift, to think about that, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say about your spiritual gifts, your special gifts this lifetime, how you're meant to use them, anything that I can help answer for you guys as you're looking into your purpose or just diving deeper into what you already know your purpose could be. So tell me about the spiritual gifts of Virgo, Virgo soul entity this lifetime. Any messages you can start off for me, Spirit, to connect with Virgo's energy. So we have the elephant here with greatness. And it says, love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. I'm getting past life energy where you were renowned, where you were known, you were celebrated, and even to this day. But you've been reincarnated to a little bit more of a humble type of situation. But I think truly, Virgo, you are meant to uplift, heal, and inspire others through what you've been able to overcome, through being the example of greatness. I do feel leadership is a big thing you're meant to have on this path, and that could be something on a grand scale where you're doing readings or helping others through, social media, or it could even be just through your direct community to help people understand their own greatness. You want everyone that you love, that you care for, to succeed. It's not about like, oh, you don't feel competition with people. You just want everyone to be in a higher vibration, and that's something very admirable, especially in this existence, in this plane that we're currently in. There's so much competition about who's better, who makes more money, who's better looking, who has the most that they can show off. You, Virgo, and this may have taken you a very long time to connect with, you understand your greatness, and you don't need to prove that to anyone. You don't. And I feel as if this is something monumental that I feel you guys really came to understand even in 2023. The power of your existence, the power of your choice to show greatness and not to shove it in people's faces, not to show off it, but to welcome it for others to rise to the occasion. I do see that very strongly here, Virgo, and that's really impressive. Tell me more about this energy for Virgo this lifetime. Tell me, I see like some of you guys may also be experiencing knee problems and issues this lifetime. that spirit wants you to take care of. Maybe it's kind of stopped you, some sort of physical ailment, if it's not particularly knee. It could be stomach issues, it could be migraines. You know, during that time when you're experiencing that, spirit wants you to slow down and take care of yourself. I don't know why this is coming through so strongly, but for those who, like the elephant, wants to push through, just wants to get the work done, just wants to do a job well done, you need to give yourself that rest when your body calls on it. So part of your journey as well is listening to your body and accepting the messages from your body, not trying to let your mind force through or overcome that. But then we have the Advocate with Saturn. You know, maybe in that past life where you were celebrated or well known, you were like a rebel. You were a rebel with a cause. You were someone that stood up against the grain, against, you know, people who tried to oppress your group of people. Like that type of energy I feel very strongly here. But it says, I align with the greater good for all. See, yeah, you are not the one that has to be all about you. You want to give this to everyone. You want everyone to experience really the code you cracked of life in this lifetime. And it says, humanitarian, resourceful, integrous, idealistic, resilient, outspoken, opinionated, rebellious, a champion, supportive, compassionate, democratic, passionate, driven, and devoted. Saturn energy is associated with Capricorn, Aquarius energy. You could have those signs strongly in your chart, or strong placements with Saturn. Does not have to be the case. But yeah, this is what I was feeling from the start, guys. You are someone that is the people's choice. You are someone that wants to uplift people, wants to help people. Maybe some of you guys do volunteer work. Some of you guys do pro bono work, for example, where you offer your services to those who can't afford them. Just truly, even for those of you that have done one thing to help a friend in need, a family member in need, a lover in need, your gift to what you helped, even through just giving them the right resources, or to let them stay at your house while they try to figure it out by being there, is something that is a true gift. And you need to know that, Virgo. Because I get it. There's some times where you run into people that take it for granted, try to use you for your kindness, for your wealth of, you know, support and wisdom. But I mean, all you have to do with that is just discern. That doesn't mean you have to pull back on your kindness and your generosity and your love for people. That just means that you need to kind of realize when someone is overstepping their boundaries, when someone is putting too much. And I feel like when someone sees that you are putting boundaries in, they react, because it's like they got so much light from you that they can't handle the fact that you are pulling that light away. They become so attached to it. And so they react so severely. In Virgo, I don't know, I just need to say, like, there was nothing you could have done to change that reaction. For those of you that may have experienced that recently or even years ago, it was something that still has had profound effect on you. And maybe you even think of that person from time to time, wondering how they're doing. They've made the bed for themselves, Virgo. I don't know why this message is coming through so strongly, but someone needs to hear this right now. And that should not dissuade you from being the kind soul that you are based off that experience. It's kind of similar to Leo's message. So I wonder if some of you have strong Leo in your chart, or this was a Leo from your past in some sort of way. But you are here to make a change. You are here to make a difference, whether that is on a small or grand scale. And so far, you're doing a good job, Virgo, already. Even in the small ways, the small steps, you are making a difference in people's lives, just being who you are. So let's get into the tarot to dive deeper. Tell me more about this energy here. Tell me more about this energy here for Virgo, Virgo's purpose, Virgo's gifts. Okay, so first we have the Three of Cups, the Three of Water, Cancer energy coming through here. You help bring people together. I wonder if you guys are the ones that, like, with your friend group, you always set something up when you notice that you guys have kind of not talked in a while, or maybe even if you guys are like in a manager role at your job and career in your corporation, like you're the one that wants to set up like those group outings. You are someone people are very comfortable being around, have a lot of fun being around. You bring joy to people, Virgo. Tell me more. You're really funny too. You make people laugh. You know how to entertain. And yes, the Queen of Fire, Aries energy. Love to see that for you guys. You're optimistic, you're outgoing, you're a risk taker, you put yourself out there. And again, the Queen of Wands is someone that needs to be noticed, not for an ego thing, but so they know that what they're doing is something that is getting noticed, is getting addressed, because they feel very passionately about their work, about their ideals, about their goals. And then we have the Crone. Yeah, ancient wisdom flows through you, Virgo. Ancient wisdom here. And some of you guys, ravens mean something to you. Seeing a crow, seeing a raven, time and time again. Raven could be your totem animal as well as the elephant here. But yeah, some of you guys come from a line of witches or people that practice magic, that did rituals. And some of you may be kind of curious about diving into that type of craft. It's not for everyone, obviously, but for those of you who are, you may have had a past life or relatives that were very well known for their craft back in, you know, the days they lived in. Let's go ahead and clarify these a bit more to get deeper here. You definitely bring people together though, and everyone's so thankful that you do it. You're the glue in a lot of relationships and a lot of communities. Some of you guys have really pretty eyes too. People feel lost in your eyes. Blue eyes I'm seeing here, but it really could be any color. Tell me more about the Queen of Fire here. Whew, that's a lot, Spirit. Thank you. But yeah, Spirit has messages for you. Spirit wants you to hear this loud and clear, Virgo, about your gifts, because there's more to it that you are destined or Spirit is guiding you to do about them. There's more to accomplish. Yeah, the Six of Cups. You've done something to heal your past. You have risen above your past, especially childhood here. Your sweet soul, your kind soul was taken for granted over and over again when you were a child, even used. And you guys have learned that maybe there is a part of you that was just looking for that love, looking for that fulfillment, and letting your energetic sphere be way too open. And again, that doesn't mean closing off and being ice cold, but it means, all right, you know, I have all this love to give, but some people can't receive the love that I'm trying to give. So how can I, you know, instead of blaming myself for what people can't accept, realize that that's just not in their ability to do so. You guys have worked on that. And the Crone energy. Tell me more about this Crone energy. Okay, the Hero. Libra got this card, so some of you could have strong Libra in your chart, and if you do, I suggest checking out the Libra reading to see if there's messages for you there. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Overall, you are grounded. You remind yourself when to pull in, because we all get triggered no matter what vibration we're at, but when those triggers come, you know how to look at the situation in a practical way, logical way, in a way that, is this benefiting me by reacting this, or is this going to hurt me, and pull it in. I do feel like, again, like people wanting to get a reaction out of you. I don't know, especially when you start to put boundaries in or you tell them no and you put your foot down, they look for a reaction, and you're just not going to give people, you're not going to entertain it really. And throughout all the changes you've been through and how much you've evolved, you've still maintained this grounding energy, this calm energy. When things start to get chaotic, you are strong. You are that strongest sail in the wind of a storm out at sea. You know what I mean? That strong ship that still holds it together even when chaos is going through. It's powerful, Virgo. So with the Three of Cups and wisdom, yeah, I do feel like your experiences have, if you share that story of everything you've been through, people will come together and be inspired. I feel that is part of your purpose here, to share that. And I get that some of you guys, you know, because this guy here with the wisdom card is wearing like that bear hoodie, at times needed to retreat, because again, I think you guys are more in connection of your spiritual boundaries and psychic boundaries. But once you kind of come out of it, people are happy to see you. People miss you when you're gone. But even kind of just exploring and seeing your spiritual insight, the downloads that you were getting during that off time really makes people say, okay, Virgo, can you tell me how to do this? What is your schedule? What do you do? Like, how do you meditate every day? How do you put yourself in this realm of stable peace with everything you've been through? I want to know the secrets. That's how it kind of feels people look at you, Virgo, for. And you are the one that, if they're ready to, will dive into the deep and kind of explore the shadow energies, kind of explore the darkness of the past. But people come out of it feeling so uplifted and so much better by having that experience with you. And even some of you guys, like, there are things people tell you that they have never told anyone. And you may not even be that close to them, but it's just this energy that you exude of safety, that there are secrets or what they've been through that could be really triggering to bring up with anyone else is very safe with you. And then we have the Queen of Fire with the Six of Cups. Yeah, I mean, the ability to rise above your past and not to let your past define you. You are not a victim of your circumstances at all. And you do not let what has happened in the past stop you. You overcome, you grow, you persevere, you fight. And I do feel, some of you guys, maybe you have a need to work with children, to help children, especially ones with like difficult pasts or hard upbringings or just unfavorable situations. Maybe some of you guys have felt the need to help those kids in a certain way. And that would be something that definitely would add to your effect in this world if you've been wondering about it for a certain few of you. But a lot of you too, yeah, I think this is just the story of you overcoming every unfavorable, unjust thing and making it out better. It made you wiser, it made you smarter. I'm hearing the song Fighter by Christina Aguilera here. And I do feel like that is the energy, not like a, brute warrior fighter, but one that just fights for oneself and fights for the good of everyone else, the good that you see in people. There's a gift that was given to you in childhood. I don't know if it was a bracelet or a necklace or a watch that you still hold dearly. You may still wear it all the time. That serves as a reminder of what you've been able to make out of and been through. Then we have the crone and the hero here. I'm telling you guys, in a past life, you were someone that people look to as a savior. People look to as the person that they can go to and help get their issues solved, to help get justice. And you did it in a very sly way. You did it kind of underground, almost like down low type of thing. Like you were the person that kind of like had passcodes in order to get into a secret foundation, a secret movement. And you didn't care what the sacrifices were. You didn't care if your life was on the line. You knew there was something wrong. You knew there was something that had to change and be fixed. And again, like, I still feel whatever this past life was, like, to this day, people talk about who you were in a past life. Someone revered, someone celebrated, someone that people even pray to. It's crazy what I'm feeling here, and I'm not even trying to boost up your ego, but it feels something that has been revered and has been honored for a long, long time. And you still have that bit of past life magic in you, Virgo, to use, to call upon, especially when you feel the need to stand up, especially when you feel the need to be the hero in the situation. That has just been in your veins, in your blood, in your DNA from the time you were created. Wow. Greatness, Virgo, really. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards here about your spiritual gifts and your purpose. Tell me more for Virgo spirit. A lot of water and fire here, which is always an interesting combination for me. You feel so deeply and passionately, and that is a gift. It's not a curse. I know some people feel that way because you just are so tuned into, you're so empathic, and you just seeing some injustices get you so riled up. But There's so many people who aren't that way, Virgo, trust me, that are so much more okay with letting things slide because it fits their needs. Tell me more about Virgo's gifts. Then we have emotional sensitivity. What am I telling you? Yeah. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. I mean, yeah, your sensitivity is a gift. You pick up on things. Like, I don't know, you sense things when they're off and wrong deeply to the point where it can't be ignored. You can't deny it. So some people may have accused you of being nosy or, you know, trying to get yourself involved in things, but you're usually right about when there's someone that is being bullied or someone's being controlled or someone's being, you know, just not treated well. And maybe it's because you felt the same in the past one time when you were going through a similar situation, or even that heroic greatness advocate need that you have within inside yourself. So trust like what you sense, and trust that it's okay to sense that. And it's okay to speak on it. It's okay to act out of it. Because I see here you have the greatest intentions. And take care of yourself too when your emotional sensitivity is overstimulated, overwhelmed. It's okay to go in that hermit mode that Virgos so famously do, to come back out again, recharged, refocused. You need that balance, Virgo, definitely. Tell me more about Virgo's gifts this lifetime, Spirit. The purpose of Virgo in this lifetime. Work your magic, Saint Germain. You have so much more to offer, to teach, to intentionally set out there. You have goals that you still need to be crossed off your list, and you can absolutely do it. This is magician energy to me. And Saint Germain is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but a patron of the arts, and did a lot artistically. So maybe some of you guys need to find an artistic outlet right now to focus on, to help kind of send those messages out there by writing. I'm seeing poetry for some of you guys, but it really could be anything. And you have the magic to make a mark in this world, a mark in people's lives. You are destined for greatness here, and it's meant to continue in that legacy as you keep on being reborn into this world here. And what you do does matter. I want you to know that. What you do does matter. Yeah, and even a lot of you guys with the crone energy and what I'm seeing here with this, I believe it's kind of like a form of a geographical, or sorry, geographical, the study of shapes and stuff. Merkaba here. No, not geographical. Mercury retrograde. Geometry type of things, okay? Let's just leave it at that for now. But absolutely, you have the knowledge that has been deeply ingrained in you, and that spirit has given you, even as you work through this lifetime, as a means to share it to others, to help put it out there. You have part of the code that needs to be cracked for everyone else. It's really how I feel. So work your magic, Virgo, because you have magic. Again, some of you come from a line of magic. I see it here. I can confirm that for you. What is Virgo's advice for their life purpose, for their gifts? What advice do you have for Virgo, Spirit? What advice do you have for Virgo? Okay. So then we have everything is as you've created. This has been the card of this series, I'm telling you. Number 26, all you create offers you lessons in life. Yeah. I mean, so this is a card that people could misunderstand by, oh, you mean I meant to create all the crappy things I've ever been through? No. What that means is that your soul, with the greatness it wants to achieve, had to go through things to learn those lessons that you could not have learned without going through it. And those are your battle scars, your wounds, to remind you that there's nothing you can't overcome. And that what you decided to learn from this lifetime of the experiences that you've been through were meant to serve the purpose of your awakening, of you really getting back up each and every time you felt pushed down, and to know that these were lessons for me to further on my path to greatness. And when you come in during those times again where you feel challenged, stifled, unjustly treated, remember that this is a way for me to learn how I can better myself, to better others, to help others. Because some of the things you went through were meant to help you understand what you can do to evolve and therefore be that example. Absolutely. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. And this is going to be a crystal card. And I want you guys to focus on this crystal card as I read the excerpt from the book, because it's so beautifully written, what Judy Hall has to share with us. And you could purchase this crystal. If you have it, you can work with it. If it's too expensive, just call on this energy when you feel the need to get guidance and meditation and reflection. So any last messages for Virgo? Chariorite. So Leo had this. Again, some of you check out the Leo reading because there's messages for you there, especially if you have strong Leo in your chart. So let's go ahead and read the message of Chariorite, number 50. Okay. Wound healing. Yeah. Chariot provides deep physical and emotional healing. Transmuting negative energy, it converts disease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Chariot re-energizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life disease carried into the present life. Deep fears and schisms pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are steadily driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your autonomic nervous system may be malfunctioning. If so, it needs recalibrating. Time to take control. You are undergoing a vibrational change, creating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. The frequency is high, the chakra is all, the timing is any. And the soul path, service to humanity, healing wounds of the past. So a big message is coming out here for me that I didn't necessarily pick up on for Leos. And what I'm feeling is betrayal that someone has been deeply affected by. A betrayal that still stings. And again, this could be something you went through recently in this lifetime, even years ago, or even in a past life. And like I said, there will be betrayals as we are human beings and we live in this earth where we have to mingle with vibrations that don't understand the better ways of dealing with situations. And Virgo, do not let that betrayal be your prison. Do not let that betrayal be the thing that holds you back from succeeding in what you're meant to succeed in, because you have a story, you have a purpose that is grander than what I can even put to words here. So do what you need to heal from the betrayal and take the time you need. I'm not saying you have to rush and that's essence of the timing right now or else you're going to lose all the potential. No, you'll always have that potential in you, but don't let it hold you back any longer. Choose to fight through it. Choose to regain your trust in yourself. I feel like maybe even some of you felt like what that person did, you felt misled and how could you have, given that person the opportunity? No, Virgo, it's time to heal. And I can see once you heal, you're going to be remembered greatly. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it gave you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to your spiritual gifts and purpose in this lifetime. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.